Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories we have for you tonight. A tragic end to the latest shooting victim on St. Croix, a major cocaine bust in our own territory, and it's the third segment of our 5-part in-depth look into the color purple. These stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the man recently shot in the head has unfortunately passed away. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Thank you very much, Stacy. Very disheartening news. I guess by now we all know this location well. You could call it Bon Esperance area, which is more down there, Mary's Fancy, or Barron Spot. It's Monday morning, then, around 9 o'clock, where we have reportedly a young female, as the cameraman steps out to the top. You saw my report yesterday saying that her friend was shot, bleeding from the head profusely. It's at least 200 or 300 yards up that hill. She sprinted all the way. Then the camera is going to pan around towards that way, past the shanty to Barron Spot Mall, where she fell in someone's arms, begging to help her friend as he lay dying. Now we find out that early this morning, or late last night, passed away. We know that it was touch and go for a while. We're praying for him for the last 48 hours, but he's in God's hands now. A lot of people are weeping throughout St. Croix, especially around the Barron Spot Mall area. Apparently, he was very loved. Our condolences do go out to the family. Meanwhile, we believe that the VIPD does have a person of interest that they're looking at. Now, as the camera pans up the hill now, we believe that there is some movement up there this morning. I'm not going up there. We were up there yesterday. I didn't like to look at the situation. It was like very barren up there, and, you know, of course, feelings are pretty touchy right now. I went to the hospital earlier, and I talked to Public Relations Officer, Ms. Xanadu Simmons, and she told me, and some people told me, witnesses, that the family did not take it well. They were weeping pretty loudly this morning as they all gathered for the news. What went wrong? Police reports say that he had a weapon tucked in his waist. The neighbors in the area say that there was a series of robberies in this area, possible flat screens being taken. Other information, that possibly he was shot in his car. We believe that that vehicle was taken to forensics. We do know they have the top guns working on this case for detectives, Dino Herbert, and he is all over this one, as well as News Channel 8. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
His death was confirmed by Juan Louis Hospital, but we've gotten no confirmation from the VIPD. Our deepest condolences do go out to that man's family and friends. In other news, cocaine has been found on passengers traveling through St. Croix. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers working jointly with U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement's Homeland Security investigations on Monday seized 35 kilograms of cocaine at the Henry E. Rolson International Airport in St. Croix and arrested 2 individuals for possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. Caleb Jared Webster, 29, and Jamila Hodge, 23, both of St. Thomas, were arrested when they presented themselves for pre-clearance inspection at the St. Croix Airport before boarding an American Airlines flight to New York via Miami. Both passengers were traveling together but presented themselves for inspection separately. During the inspection, CPB officers discovered a total of 21 brick-shaped objects containing a white powdery substance within Webster's checked luggage and carry-on bags, and 10 additional bricks in Hodges' carry-on bag, for a total of 31 bricks with an approximate total weight of 35 kilograms. The substance tested positive to cocaine during a field test. Police are asking for your help to locate a missing minor. A missing 17-year-old minor was last seen on February 26th in the Lorraine Shopping Center. The minor, Emmanuel Artis, was reported missing by his family. Police have been looking for Artis since he was reported reported missing and are now appealing to the community for help. Artis is 17. He is 5'11" tall and weighs about 130 pounds. He has a light complexion, short black hair, and sideburns. He has a scar near his right eye and was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, black pants, and slippers. Artis is known to frequent Barron Spot and the Estate Strawberry residential areas. Anyone who has seen Artis lately or knows his whereabouts is asked to please call the Youth Investigation Bureau office at 712-6013 or 712-6046, or of course, emergency 911. Department of Motor Vehicles has a request for all drivers.
As you can see, we have been speaking about those things for a very long time, about, coming ending of the month, and that creates a problem. And for years, we have been trying, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles have been trying, to, at least educate the people that don't come, at the ending of the month. But yet still, that has been happening over and over again. It creates a problem, so I'm asking the public, please try at least come in the beginning of the month or the middle of the month to have your car registered. So we always have a problem, and people get very irate, and we're having problems here. So
what are some of the things they need to bring when they come?
When you're coming, make sure you check your vehicles before you come. Check your lights, right?
Your signal, your left
and right signal, right?
Dim.
Headlights, high beams, indicator, wipers, horn, brake lights, right? Have your registration and insurance ready, so it makes it easier. Because sometimes the people come, no registration, they don't know where it is, their light's not working, their signal is not working, their horn is not working. It creates a problem. They get frustrated and they blame the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. But we're trying our best. And I need to add, right, we're having a major problem with license plates. I want the public to know, when 2 license plates are given, 2 license plates has to be displayed, right? Especially the front plates. Having the front plates in your windshield, it's problems. It's not safe. In case of an accident, that plate will come right, and hurt you. Also, the tint. We have a lot of people coming with the tint. The tint has to be 35% and up. The higher, the clearer. The lower, the darker. So please, before you come to the D.M.V, make sure you have your front plate attached and your tint at least 35 and up. That's what it is. As you can see, if you have a look at the lines, you can see what's creating and what is happening. That's what happens when you have a long line of cars. Please try at least come in the beginning of the month or the middle of the month to have your car registered.
Let's try to help them out by registering our cars earlier in the month. And thanks to Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. Now here's Judy Buckley with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
This is Judy Buckley with your weekly Crime Stoppers report. Crime Stoppers is asking for your help to solve the following crimes. If you know something, say something. Even the smallest bit of information may be just what law enforcement needs to catch these suspects. Now in St. Croix, we're bringing you an issue that's been affecting a lot of our housing communities across the territory, particularly here on St. Croix. A lot of aluminum windows, electrical wiring, and copper tubing from propane gas tanks are being stolen from people's homes. Now these metals are being sold on the streets for money, and usually it's being done by people who do not live in these communities. If you have any information about who may be terrorizing the different residences around St. Croix, please call Crime Stoppers and be a part of the solution so that folks can sleep a little bit better at night. And on St. John, on Saturday, February 18th, at about 6 a.m., the housekeeper for Villa Veneroso at number 17A-1 Enide was robbed by a male who came through the northern front door. He pointed a knife at her. He demanded money, so she forked over $300 from her purse. And then guess what? He slapped her across the face twice before fleeing through the door. Now, he was described as being barefooted. He was wearing short black pants and a long black hoodie, and he had a black shirt over his face, so she was not able to see what he looked like. If you have any information on this, call Crime Stoppers. And on St. Thomas, sometime between 11:40 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. on Monday, June 6th of 2011, a residence at Estate Friedenhoy was burglarized. Now, the burglars gained entry to the house by removing a louver from the southern window of the house, an HP laptop, and over $2,000 worth of jewelry was stolen. And then the burglars took off through the same window. Help make our community a safer place to live and work and raise a family by submitting information on these or any other crimes. You can call the number right there on your screen, 1-800-222-TIPS, which is 8477, or you can log on to our website at www.crimestoppersusvi.org. Our stateside operators speak several languages. If your information leads to an arrest or the recovery of stolen property or any of those scrap metals that we mentioned, illegal drugs or weapons, you will receive a cash reward to be paid according to your instructions, up to $2,500. For the arrest of an armed robbery suspect is $900. The arrest of a burglar suspect is $714 plus 10% of the value of any property recovered. This has been Judy Buckley with your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
As always, if you know something, say something. We'll have your Caribbean report when we come back. Here's your news from around the Caribbean. From St. Lucia, the International American University College of Medicine in St. Lucia and Walden University in the U.S. have entered into a partnership to provide medical students with an opportunity to acquire dual degrees. According to the agreement, the medical students will now be able to enroll for MBA in Healthcare Management, Master of Healthcare Administration, or Master of Public Health alongside their regular MD program. The partnership hopes to give the students a chance to diversify their portfolio while completing their MD program. From Nevis, police officers in the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, Nevis Division, have been urged to not settle for mediocrity since they had a commissioner willing to do everything necessary to ensure they were successful in all their undertakings. The advice came from their Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Denzel Douglas, when he delivered remarks at the 9th Annual Constables Awards ceremony and dinner on Saturday. Quote, his aim is to see his officers and his force recapture the image as one of the region's best, not only in crime fighting, but in crime prevention. From Trinidad, Prince Edward and Princess Sophie, Earl and Countess of Wessex, arrived on Tuesday aboard the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Fort Rosalie at the cruise ship complex in Port of Spain as part of a 2-day visit to Trinidad and Tobago from the 28th to the 29th of February. The visit by Prince Edward and Princess Sophie is part of a tour through the Caribbean celebrating Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee and also commemorating 50 years of Trinidad and Tobago's independence. And from Antigua, cricket fans in the Caribbean and across the world can now make online purchases of tickets for the Digicel series, West Indies versus Australia. Fans can visit westindiescricket.com to submit their purchase orders and make payment via credit card. WICB events manager Cindy McLean commented, online ticket purchases for major events is standard practice these days, and we're delighted that West Indies cricket fans and fans from around the world who are coming to the Caribbean for cricket can now purchase their tickets hassle-free and at their convenience. The Manor School is holding a fundraiser this Saturday. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the details.
Thanks a lot, Stacy. We're here at the Manor School in Princess. We're having a lot of fun here about Manor's mega market and community yard sale extravaganza. We got the beautiful students who I fell in love with a long time ago, but we really re-upped around Valentine's Day as they were like trying to sell some stuff, and they said we could go on about our March mega sale and everything. So I'm here now with Miss Weathering and also Miss Mailer, right? Miss Mail, who's of course she's the art teacher here. We've talked to her before, and we have some more folks here that've been all orchestrating this event. We'll start with you, Miss Weathering. You are spearheading this. What does this mean to the Manor School to try to get some funds for scholarships and so forth?
Well, as a lot of people know, the Manor School has been around for a long time. We have a lot of alumni that have businesses set up in the community. So what we're trying to do is reach out to members of the community to let them know that we're trying to raise funds. This is a fundraiser for the school. It's going to be a yard sale / breakfast / lunch. We have a pre-art show. You'll hear a little bit more about that from Miss Mail and Miss Diaz. But what we're going to have is some gently used items, furniture, clothes, toys, a variety of things we're going to have on sale. So everybody loves a good yard sale. You can come on down to the school. Saturday morning we start at 8 o'clock sharp, and you can get your Crucian breakfast. While you shop, we're going to have vendors, local vendors coming in.
What does this fundraiser mean to you and your students?
Well, what it means to Manor is just money coming in, particularly to bring more students in, because we just don't have enough students to meet the needs of the school.
Pretty simple.
It's very tough, and as you know, all the schools are going through a lot of problems right now. But this is one of the things that we are trying to do to help our school to raise the funds that it needs. As well, on Saturday, we will have a preview of 8 great artists on St. Croix. There's Blair Coughlin, who is now a freshman. She was a private student of mine, and she's a freshman at McGill in Canada, and her work is coming down. John Jones, who I'm sure you know, Therese Trudeau, Sue Snow, I'm sure you know, Elisa Mackay, Michael Nisman. So there's a large range of ages and a large range of media. And they'll be here on Thursday, the 8th, at 7 o'clock, and they're going to bring themselves for a panel. So community, please come out. You're going to learn a whole lot from these guys as they talk about their artwork and why they have interpreted portraits of potentiality as they have.
Who are you, by the way?
I'm Haiti. I'm helping them. I'm one of the parents. I'm helping them with the fundraiser. I am in charge of the food. Regarding the breakfast, we'll be having the saltfish, the spinach, the Johnny cakes, of course. As for the lunch, we'll have the barbecue chicken and the roast pork, which the roast pork is coming from the Chicken Shack.
Majid!
Of course.
My favorite place.
And the spinach is homegrown.
It's homegrown.
Shop local. What is going to be your plans here when we do this fundraiser?
The senior class is doing the car wash, and the prices are $25 for small cars and $35 for the big cars. And we're asking if you guys could really come out and support us because we really need the help.
What's your name?
My name is Sheila Weeks, and I'm a senior at the Manor School.
All right. What do you want to do with your career, sweetheart?
I want to be a forensic scientist.
Yeah, well, you cut right to the facts. All right, go ahead. $25 for student. What?
$25 for the small cars and $35 for the big cars.
What are your prices?
Well, the prices that she said is official, but we don't take checks or credit card, cash only.
You're Sergeant at Arms, and you say you don't take checks.
Yeah, and my name is Carlos Perez. I'm a senior, and everything else I can't say. So, yeah, please come and support it. And on Saturday, have a nice day. This is West Mall and the Manor School. Bye.
Let's be sure to support our Manor School students this Saturday. And when we come back, it's the church ladies from The Color Purple. The Color Purple, the musical, includes an amazing supporting cast, like the church ladies, that keep the audience continually engaged.
More amazing time with the cast of The Color Purple. We have Grady, who also dances in it. Talk to us about what this experience meant for you.
It's been the first time on stage and a great opportunity to meet a lot of people from here that are into the arts, into theater, singers, dancers, actors. It's been fantastic. I'm really glad I had the opportunity.
And dancing too, you actually do part of the African dance. What was that like?
It was exciting. Our dance captain was Karen McIntosh Bruce, and I think we were just glad to be together and showcase, I guess, a lot of the years of training that we all had. A number of the members of the troupe, we all took dance lessons together growing up as kids, and so it was great to come together at last, 10, 20 years later, and dance on stage for everyone. It was great.
Wonderful. Now, Squeak, can you tell us about what it was like to play the wonderful character you did in The Color Purple?
Well, I'm very fortunate to be a part of this cast. It was a wonderful experience, and I really dug into the role. I enjoyed it. It was a fun role for me, and the opposite of what I am.
So you had to really pull to get that into character.
Yes, I did.
And the wonderful thing about the actual play is that they have church ladies that give us this wonderful gossipy bit during the intermissions, and we get to hear them. And from their perspective, we have these lovely ladies right here that are going to tell us what it was like to keep the audience engaged with what's next, what just happened, and what's going to come next.
Hi.
Church lady, how are you?
I'm great. I am Church Lady Darlene. And as a church lady, you know, the church ladies just love everybody. They pray for them. And then they talk about all their worldly woes.
How'd you get into character?
Oh, it was fun and easy because my sister church ladies made it very easy to do that. So it was an amazing experience.
And your voices are beautiful too. That's another godsend. Another church lady right here.
Hi, I was Church Lady Doris, and of course I was the holiest of the three.
Oh, really? Of course you were the holiest.
I was the holiest. You know, God always talking to me.
I see the halo.
Yes, don't you say it? But I enjoyed it. This was my first musical, and I really enjoyed it. It was a rewarding experience. And I'm going to turn this over to my daughter, who played young Celie, and she goes to Alfredo Andrews School.
Hello, my dear, and I would love to play patty cake with you like you did with Nettie in the beginning, but I can't. I have a microphone. But talk to me about what this experience was like for you.
It was great and fun to finally be in a musical.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Is there anything that you'd love tell any of your classmates that they have to do or what they should do to be a part of a play?
That to study their lines and get into the character.